building boom taking place in the south of the island.
Already we are hearing from many of the contractors who have several projects. Many of them are private sector projects, but many of them are government type activities.
Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I am Janelle Hamlet. A building boom is taking place in the south of St. George. Hotels and apartment complexes are springing up everywhere, and hundreds of booths are on the ground. We have a report from Raul Titus.
This is True Blue, an area which once was home to the popular No Problem Hotel, Cedars Inn and Mall 21. Today, demolition work has started ahead of the start of the first phase, construction of a 150-room hotel to be completed in 8 months. The second phase involves the construction of 100 high-end hotel rooms surrounded by a gym, a second swimming pool, a mall, and courts for tennis and basketball. The investor for the $64 million project is Rupert Rees, a Trinidadian with strong Grenadian roots. His mother is Lucille Charles from Victoria, St. Mark's.
The construction phase, both of them together, be 175 people. And once everything is up and running, you're looking at about 100 people on permanent employment in the hospitality industry. Mr. Rees is looking to work with the government in making sure that the training of the people is up to mark.
This was one of the many projects visited on Thursday by Minister for International Business Nicholas Steele and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell.
We need to look at training because already we are hearing from many of the contractors who have several projects. Many of them are private sector projects, but many of them are government type activities like CDB project, World Bank projects. When you combine all these, it's a massive amount of labor intensive activity that you're talking about, and therefore we need to train people, and that's one of the objectives of the Ministry of Youth.
Still in True Blue and a short distance away, a 4-story 40-room apartment complex was also under construction. And lower down the road and still in True Blue, 70 persons were on the job building a 72-bedroom 36 apartment complex which started in January and is expected to be completed for Christmas.
Now we are June, we are on the roof.
So when you expect it to complete this?
We expect to finish this in October, November, have it all outfitted and have people walking in here with luggage by December, January.
Christmas. Santa Claus coming?
Yes, yes.
Trinidadian businessman investor Sudhi Maharaj is the person behind this project, and he also plans to start construction on a 108-room, 6-floor apartment complex also in True Blue this September. While overseas in CARICOM, nationals have been rushing to invest in Grenada's building boom, locals are also not getting left behind. Meet Grandance-born Eric Guy, who has returned home to invest. 79 persons are employed as Guy builds the 60-room Blue Star apartment complex in Lansapine, which opens in January. He says doing business in Grenada has been easy.
It had been extremely easy for us to do business here. GIDC, the Prime Minister Office, all the other agents, the hardwares. You know, it had been an honor doing business here in Grenada.
Hassle-free business.
Hassle-free.
On the site of the Blue Star apartment, Prime Minister Mitchell says that as investor confidence continues to soar, more investors are targeting Grenada.
They would not have come to Grenada 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago. No. They wouldn't come. The atmosphere for investment was extremely poor. But now they see a government interested in private sector initiative and helping to build an economy so that quality of people's life can be improved. That's why they're here.
Another homegrown talent, Francis Jeremiah, has employed 70 persons to build a 40-room apartment complex in Grandance. Jeremiah started in March and aims to finish in a record time.
So far, we have employed about 70 persons because we can mark time. We didn't come to sleep. We wake up and we moving forward very quickly. So we are attacking building 1, building 2, building 3 simultaneously. We have to do driveway.
According to balance of payment statistics, in the 4-year period between 2013 to 2016, Grenada services exports grew from $455 million to $545 million, with some of the main subsectors being transport, tourism, and insurance. And with services accounting for at least 70% of GDP, Economic Development and Trade Minister Oliver Joseph says there is need to create new sectors and business models that will allow Grenada to find new revenue streams, thereby earning foreign exchange. He was addressing the first Services Expo at the Grenada Trade Center. It's organized by the Grenada Coalition of Services Industries.
One of the latest development in trade negotiation, which reflects the importance of services, is the inclusion of the sector in trade agreement as seen in the WTO Doha round of negotiation, in the EPA, and the Canada CARICOM trade negotiation. Every trade negotiation now, services is a major part of these negotiations. How do you open your market for services to enter?
The Services Expo is designed to help small and medium-sized businesses to interact and network in order to thrive financially. Chairman of the GCSI, Jude Bernard, is encouraged by the response and support after years of challenges in their efforts to make it a reality.
Just looking at the number of exhibitors, the quality of exhibits, and the categories that are represented here today, I am elated.
Some of the participants who spoke with the Government Information Service said the expo is needed to further develop the sector.
Service is essential. Service is what drives any economy. If you give poor service, you'll have a failing economy. If you give efficient service, you'll have a surviving economy, an efficient economy. And that's what life is all about, efficiency.
For some unknown reason, a lot of Grenadians do not even know some of the things that are happening in Grenada. So this expo is really about showcasing all the services that is provided in Grenada, open to the public to come and see, and even give us a chance to even explain or to even tell you more of the services that we offer.
This is a national report. More news after the break.
The house was shaking. Then started the story here, bang, crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
Her Majesty's Prisons has been making tremendous moves to beef up its security measures. Its latest feat is the intake of close to 50 recruit officers, the largest batch in the history of the institution, into its prison officer training program. The 3-month program, officially launched with a special ceremony at the police training school at the SSU base Point Salines on Wednesday, involves training in a broad spectrum of areas including life skills, stress management, internal security, and the duties of a prisons officer, to name a few. John Mitchell, Acting Commissioner of Prisons, encouraged the trainees to maintain a positive attitude towards the program, as discipline, determination, and teamwork will be key if they are to succeed.
Success in this program will demand your best effort at your worst and weakest moments. What matters is your will to succeed together. When things look the worst, that's when you will need each other the most. Anyone can start, but I pray that each of you remain focused and determined to finish.
Also addressing the trainees was Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, who commended the recruits for the career path they have chosen.
You are embarking on a very noble initiative, because the service that you're going to provide as workers, assuming that you traverse this training session successfully, is absolutely essential to the security of the land.
Dr. Mitchell said in spite of the sacrifices involved, his government has and will continue to support efforts to improve the nation's security front.
If you do not have security, everything else falls down. So it is on that basis that even with within the structural adjustment program, we sought to have an exemption from the rule of additional personnel. So the only place in the government public service during that period where we increased staff was the security forces in the police service and now again in the prison services, recognizing, of course, the importance of this area.
And that's the National Report. I am Janelle Hamlet.